Today we are talking about bulking, and more specifically how I'm bulking in college right now, how I'm structuring my bulk over the next like 4 to 6 months as I continue bulking here to gain the most amount of muscle mass as humanly possible while staying natural. And currently I've been bulking for probably 2.5 months now at this point. So we've already gained a significant amount of weight back. We're now completely reversed out of competition, and now we're continuing to push the calories slowly upward and letting the body weight go up and up and up. While trying to stay somewhat lean throughout the process. We're not trying to slap on a whole bunch of fat in the process as well. So you guys saw me tracking my weight this morning. I pretty much weigh myself every single morning. So I wrote that down, 225.6 pounds. So we're up about 20 pounds from my competition 2.5 months ago. And I think I'm still in a pretty good spot. Body composition wise, still feeling fairly lean. So yeah, I would highly recommend weighing yourself every day. Write down those weights if you can to keep track so you could see how your weight is changing from week to week. I normally look to increase my body weight like 1/2 pound to 1 pound every single week, usually closer to the 1/2 pound range. Especially right now, I'm looking to only increase my weight about 1/2 pound per week. Over the course of a month, that'll be about 2 pounds of weight gain per month. Now it's obviously not all going to be muscle mass, but we're looking for overall weight gain. So if you're gaining about 2 pounds per month over the course of about 8 months, that's like 16 pounds of overall weight gain, which of course, like I said, is not all going to be muscle mass. There's going to be some fat in there, but we're trying to reduce the amount of fat that we put on throughout this process. Every time I've bulked in the past, I never had like a super structured bulk. It was always like very intuitive. I was just kind of trying to hit my protein, maybe trying to calculate calories in my head and stuff like that. I never really tracked anything at all. I just ate intuitively and watched the scale go up, looked at myself in the mirror, made sure I wasn't gaining too much fat. I was very intuitive about it to make sure I was gaining weight properly. This time we're being a lot more structured about it. So we're actually tracking macros pretty much every single day. We're trying to hit 4,100 calories right now. We're trying to hit 291 grams of protein, 507 grams of carbs, and 96 grams of fat. I'll throw that up on the screen. That's my current macros, but that's gonna keep on going up slowly. But we're starting off in a very small surplus, maybe 100, 200 calories right now. I'm very close to my maintenance level right now. So that's why we're being super conservative with our calorie jumps up. So when I do increase again, it'll probably only be about 200 calories of an increase, but I've never done a structured bulk like this before. So I think this is going to be extremely beneficial. So we're tracking calories every day. We're tracking our macros every day, trying to hit this. So it's not like prep where I'm eating the same exact foods. I have some leeway to eat other foods, but overall, we're trying to be specific about this thing. We're trying to keep it structured. This is the most protein that I've consumed consistently in my life. Probably before like last year and the past couple years, I was maybe hitting 200, 220 grams of protein tops. So now I'm hitting 291 grams of protein every single day consistently. And I think it's gonna make a really big difference, especially on this bulk, just optimizing my protein intake and making sure that I actually hit that every day. Like tracking that specifically, making sure that I hit like nearly 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight here, and making sure that I'm hitting my calories consistently so that we know if my weight plateaus, we know exactly how much I've been eating and know that we need to increase it from there in order to keep gaining weight. So I've pretty much been having the same breakfast every day consistently, and that's gonna help a lot with the bulk, just making sure you're hitting your calories effectively. So we're gonna make some pancakes today. I've been making waffles pretty much every single day, so we're making pancakes, same exact recipe, but this is everything that I use, super simple. So I basically just find like the cheapest pancake mix at the grocery store that I could use. This one just happened to have a little bit more protein. It's 5 grams per serving, so I'll do nearly 3 servings of that. So we're just gonna do that. Pancake mix, standard pancake mix, 1 scoop of whey protein. This is the apple pie, so we're making some apple pie protein pancakes. These taste incredible. We're gonna do about 6 ounces of milk, maybe a little bit less if you don't want it too watery. And then we'll do about 2 servings of egg whites. That'll give you 10 grams of protein extra right there. And then we'll do 1 whole egg for a little bit of fats. You could do more whole eggs if you want. I just choose to get a little more protein by using the egg whites in there as well. These medium-sized eggs I found at Kroger, apparently it says they're less calories, but they have the same amount of protein in it. So I don't know if that like actually holds true, but that's what the macros say. So these are the ingredients you need. I also will throw in, for extra calories, some chocolate chips. So we'll throw some of those into the pancakes as well as we cook them. We're gonna throw them up on the pan right here. I know it's kind of a hassle sometimes, but if you're trying to be specific about your bulk, you still need to like weigh out as many things as you possibly can. So I've pretty much been weighing literally everything as I do it, and it just kind of comes second nature after a while. Like you just get the scale out, you just weigh things, and if you're doing the same amount of servings each day, you get really used to how much you're gonna need to put in there. Like I put 135 grams exactly of this pancake mix in here, so I'll just weigh that out real quick. Right now, it doesn't matter as much. It's pretty close. All right, so breakfast finished up right there. This isn't like a full day of eating, but I'm still gonna like show you guys generally how much this is macro-wise, calorie-wise. So we're gonna have this with a Chobani Greek yogurt with some chocolate chips in there too. So here is our calories. We have 4,100. This meal was about 1,200 calories right here, 78 grams of protein, 166 grams of carbs, and 24 grams of fat. So a ton of carbs in here. Good way to start off the day with a lot of calories for me, and also like a pretty good head start on protein as well, almost 80 grams of protein in this first meal. So that's a good way to kind of knock out, if there's 290 grams of protein that I need to hit in a day, I need to be kind of on myself about, you know, making sure there's a really high protein source in every single meal. So we're just editing up a video right now. We got this going on, and we got an ALPHALETE packaging that came in. So this is some stuff from the previous launch that like, didn't come in yet, which are these new tanks, tees, and long sleeves, which are super, super cool. I used to wear these I used to wear the long sleeves on my runs all the time because they're super lightweight and breathable. But anyways, we're having another small little meal here. This is the Chobani that I was supposed to have with breakfast that I didn't. Greek yogurt Chobani with some chocolate chips inside of that as well. Our bagel, this is just a blueberry bagel from Kroger. Super, super simple. Simple carbs. And then we have like 55 grams of avocado on there for some fats.
Yeah.
We have 495 pounds in the bar here, so 5 plates. We're putting the belts on for this one, getting the headphones on. We're gonna hit this right now, see how everything's feeling. We have a single at RP 8 today, so things are getting a little bit heavier. Pretty heavy going into the rest of this prep here. So 6 weeks out, that's not a lot of time. Volume's gonna start going down, intensity's gonna start going up. Let's see what we can hit today. We hit 585 just a week or two ago. I'd like to hit that again if things are feeling okay.
Siege. Riley, Taz, yeah. Set me free and give me death, there ain't no other choices. When I lay down to go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices, little whispers in my head.
Next step up, 545, that's the decider. That decides where we go next. Gotta crush 545 here. It's good enough, we're going 585 today.
Make a lawyer, why no water, that designer, baby, pick your poison. These little demons living underneath my bed, creeping. Know the real, monster lives above them all, sleeping.
I feel easy. Honestly, feel easy. It like feels like a little heavy in my back. This is the Rogue bar. It felt a little bit heavy in my back, but sometimes it's funny. When it feels heavy in your back, sometimes it feels light. And sometimes it feels real light when you're walking it out. And it's at the bottom. So that felt pretty good. So we're gonna go 585 here and see how we can move that around. So let's do it.
Every single evening, thought you never see me again. Looks can be deceiving. When they hear the sound of the drum, they'll be saying, oh Lord.
Things getting a little bouncy, man. It feels good though. Honestly, that one felt better on my back. Felt pretty strong. Good speed on that. And let's hit our back down sets, and we got a full back and tricep workout. We're doing our powerlifting stuff, prepping for this meet, but we're still hitting our bodybuilding stuff. Still trying to grow. So let's finish the squats and let's hit some back and tricep. Let's go.
Here we come, here we come. I used to think that people die because they wicked. Nowadays people want to see you dead because you gifted. Being ready for my tunes.
Let me ask you quick. We got 4 sets of 5 here with 75% of our estimated 1 max. So I put my estimated in at 605 pounds. So 75%, It's 453 pounds. We're gonna round that up to 455. 4 sets of 5. 455. We're slowly building up the overall, what do you call it? The overall work capacity we could do. Maybe 5-6 weeks ago, we were only doing 405. We were only doing 395. And now we're slowly building it back up. So feeling good. Knees, quads are still feeling good. Pain-free so far. Depth could have been a little tiny bit better on that last rep. I'm not gonna lie, could have been a little bit better, but I'm happy how I'm moving heavyweight again. So.
Being ready for my tomb since I came up out the womb. So no matter what, I'm coming back and paying you a visit. Saw it coming, I predicted. But y'all wouldn't listen. No, you can't protect your riches if you never burn bridges. Flip pages, flip.
It's a little bit tiring.
It's a lot of weight.
It's only sets of 5, but it feels like cardio.
Real baby, when you say you love me, is a real baby. Full speed, both hands on the wheel, baby. Young Taz coming from the Mobile, baby.
So we're gonna go start off with heavy lat pull down, and then I want to do a heavy single arm row of some sort. So we're gonna go crazy heavy on these, and I'll show them a lot how to do these.
Oh man! And when you hear the sound of the drum, we'll be saying, "Here we come." Yeah, here we come. Hey.
Oh my God, that actually felt incredible. I haven't done close grip lat pull downs in like probably, I can't remember the last time. I've just been doing the wider grip, which theoretically could be better for gaining width on your lats, but this feels good. The squeeze is incredible because your elbows are already close in with the close grip. You're gonna be able to pack your back like so much more. Feels good. We're doing 220 pounds today. First set was 12. Let's see if we can get that for another set.
Here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come. Here we come.
That was probably almost failure. It was like 1 rep away or failure. I'm not sure. I got 11 that time, so we did 12. Head back to the house right now.
When you hear the sound of the drum, we'll be saying, "Here we come."
That was 9. By the end, the form was breaking down, but that's kind of what I like to do. When the form starts breaking down too much, just cut it off. That's pretty much like failure right there. Give it like a little bit of a swing, but not too much. So
yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come.
Got 9. I'll take 9. 10. Wait, 11. 11 and 9, I think is what I got. So that's a PR so far. I'm jotting everything down still in my logs, so I know each week. This is just something we started doing like last week too, so hopefully we can build on that. I just love these hammer strength machines. Try to progressive overload with it, so that's something we're gonna be working on. I like this machine last week, keep on using that. Build some strength at it.
Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey,
I think that's the most I got, man. I didn't have any left in the tank there. I was gonna try adding a 10 on each side, but those things weren't gonna stay on there. Not much room left. All right, so that wraps up the workout for today. So these workouts, they take a long time, man. When you're trying to like properly do powerlifting and bodybuilding, it takes a little while. So it's 7:30 right now. Probably got up here about 5:30 or something like that. So it's been about 2 hours. We did a full squat workout. We did a full back. Didn't get the triceps today. That's okay. We'll probably hit that a little bit tomorrow. But we gotta get going. It's getting a little late. All right, so we just got back from the gym. Cooked up another meal. Super simple meal. And we're actually making another one out because it is already 9:30. So when you're on a structured bulk, it's a little bit of like a full-time job trying to make sure you hit all your calories every single day consistently and hit all your macros. So I was only like 220 protein after this meal, so I need a whole lot more protein to try and hit my overall 291 for the day. When you're doing a structured bulk like this, especially in college, the best way to keep it budget friendly, keep it super simple, is just eat simple foods. I just literally had ground beef, so it was 85-15, so a little bit fatty. Normally I go 90-10 or 93-7, 93-7 preferably, but just did ground beef. I made like a big patty of ground beef, like a burger, and had some sweet potato with it. That's literally it. That's all I had for dinner. Now we're cooking up some French toast. Super simple. Again, we have 6 pieces of bread, super simple, honey wheat bread from Kroger so we're gonna do 3 whole eggs, get some of our fats in there, and then we're gonna do 4 servings of egg whites. So super simple: eggs, whole eggs, egg whites, French toast, and yeah, we just had beef and sweet potato. Super simple things that are pretty budget friendly, but really get the job done. So there is the last big meal of the night. I think we're still gonna have like 200 calories left, so we'll have to finish off a little bit of protein, a little bit of carbs, and that'll be it for the night. I've been trying to get my meals in a little bit sooner, which is 9:40 already, but I'm trying to finish all my calories by like 10 o'clock. So if I go to bed at 12, then I have a couple hours to digest before I go to bed, hopefully get some better sleep. I don't like eating directly before bed. You know, say I eat at like 11:45, go to bed at 12. I don't really like that particularly, because then I feel like, you know, I'm kind of digesting when I should be sleeping. So I'm trying to get my meals out of the way earlier. So we're gonna try to finish all this up right now. Like I mentioned, we're keeping food selections very like simple, basic, budget friendly, essentially on this bulk. You don't need anything crazy, any crazy protein bars, crazy necessarily organic stuff, just like the bare basics. When it comes to protein, pretty much all I'm doing is chicken breasts, whole eggs, egg whites, you know, ground beef, 93.7, or pork, and also milk. I drink a lot of milk, as you guys probably know. So those are like basically where all my protein sources come from, as well as whey protein, which is, you know, a whole food as well. Whey protein literally comes from the cheese making process. So it's from dairy, probably 3 scoops of whey protein throughout the day, just to help me hit that 291 grams of protein. Very simple protein sources. For stuff like carbs, I'm literally just having, you know, white rice, sweet potato, occasionally oats, simple sugars, simple carbs, stuff like that. Easy to digest stuff that's, you know, pretty budget friendly, pretty cheap. And like I said, sometimes I'll have some Pop-Tarts, some Rice Krispies every once in a while in there, just to help me hit that carb goal. So we're aiming for 507 carbs, but like I said, mostly rice, sweet potatoes. My pancakes obviously have a lot of carbs in them as well. And then when it comes to fat, I'm mainly just getting my fats from whole eggs, from my milk doesn't have anything because I've just been drinking skim milk, my beef, so some animal fats in there, and then just like avocados, peanut butter, like super simple. But yeah, really basic foods to eat while you're in college, and it's super effective. Just eating the plain, it's not necessarily you're doing a clean bulk, but it's like you could just eat the simple foods and get it done, you know. Very quick recap for you guys. First off, you need to be eating in a caloric surplus. For me, I like to keep it pretty small. We're not trying to gain a whole bunch of fat, so 200 to 300 calories max for your caloric surplus as you go. And obviously, as your weight plateaus, you're gonna need to increase that caloric surplus a little bit more. So every time you jump up, as the weight scale isn't moving for a week, scale isn't moving for a week or two, you increase that 200, maybe 300 calories at the most. Like I said, not trying to gain a ton of fat. We're keeping our protein pretty high for the bulk. Most people would say a gram per pound of body weight. I'm trying to do the most that I personally can right now. So we're eating almost 1.5 grams per pound of body weight. So I'm 225 pounds right now, eating about 300 grams of protein per day, keeping protein high, keeping it consistent every single day, keeping the bulk structured. So eating the same amount of calories generally per day. It helps to weigh out your foods as you go. So you know exactly what you're putting into your body, knowing exactly how much you're putting in your body, staying consistent with your calories each day, staying consistent with your macros each day, hitting that protein content that you're supposed to hit. And then while doing this, taking into account how the scale is moving from week to week. It's not going up too fast, taking a look at your body composition in the mirror, making sure that you're not gaining too much fat, making sure you're staying at a reasonable body composition or relatively the same body composition as when you started. And then overall, keeping foods simple, keeping foods basic. It's going to save you money when you're going grocery shopping. You don't need anything crazy to gain weight from mostly whole food sources. And a lot of these things are going to be cheap, like eggs, egg whites, chicken, ground beef, all that kind of stuff is going to be fairly cheap at the grocery store. And you can structure a really solid bulk around those simple foods. So if you're trying to save money and bulk up and hit a lot of calories, simple foods, stick with those things, get yourself into caloric surplus, and you guys will be all set. Make sure your training is on point, make sure you're pushing yourself, intensity is high in the gym, and that you're on a solid program that has you set up to progressive overload and increase the reps, increase the weights that you're using from week to week. If you guys need any programs, rounddengler.com for some of my programs, or you guys can check out my app for $1 for the first month. You guys can train with me, the exact programs that I'm doing right now. So that's gonna be it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the support as always. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're not already. I believe we are under 4 weeks out from collegiate nationals at this time. So it's getting close. I'm getting excited. It's gonna be sick. So see you guys in the next one. Peace.